So lovely to see you again, Brett and Harriet, with Hetty. So baby number 2 on the way next year?
Yep, February, March time.
Looking forward to it?
Yeah, very exciting.
Are you going for another home birth?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
So while Hetty's busy having a feed, perhaps you could tell us about, should we start with the classes, what you felt you got out of the classes last time?
I think it's hard to tell, isn't it, when you're doing the classes and you're doing the practicing, how much you're going to get, how much you're going to use it and what you're going to use at the time, and you do have plans to do the affirmations and do this and do that when you're in labour, and it's hard to know how much of that is going to come into play and how much all of the practice that you do is going to make a difference. But for us it was really good just using it every evening to relax, wasn't it? Yeah. And we made sure that we did bits and pieces every evening on the way up to probably from about 20 weeks onwards, till Hetty was born.
So it made sure that you planned time throughout your pregnancy every day.
Yeah, we had time
to
every
do stuff
evening,
together and to relax.
Yeah, and it made us think about what was happening, made us think positively about everything and look forward to it, and by the end of it we couldn't wait for Hetty to be born and to try everything out.
That's lovely. I remember you saying as well, Harriet, that you kept a diary and you could see how your thoughts in that diary changed once you started the classes.
Yeah, I was very much writing about all of my pregnancy symptoms and all the things that the websites and when you get the emails that they tell you that you're going to feel, and all the cramps and aches and things. And then after that, it was after our first session with you, it just looking back, it changed totally, and it was more focusing on meeting Hetty and enjoying the pregnancy and all the good that came of it. And I'm sure there were difficult parts, but I don't remember them now because of having...
our mindset had changed from... I mean, we were quite relaxed about it initially anyway, but I think it helped to have the class and to, to think about it as an experience that we should really enjoy and not be worried about.
And to remember how normal and natural it is, and to look forward to it, and to know that it was okay to look forward to it, because you don't hear that very much. You don't hear people looking forward to giving birth and looking forward to seeing how their pregnancy progresses, and it was really nice to come to you and to know that we were allowed to do that and allowed to be positive, and also it gave us the confidence, I think, to tell other people that we were really looking forward to everything and that we weren't frightened about having a baby and giving birth, and that we were actually really enjoying ourselves, even though you just don't really hear it.
More than
it was definitely then. It was our pregnancy, wasn't it?
I definitely felt like I had the easy role. There was a lot more. I felt like there was a lot more pressure on Brett to all the stuff he had to learn and remember, and I just had to relax and go have a baby. My part was easy.
That's an interesting way of looking at it. Yeah.
Sit there and be told what to do. Let my body tell me. Let Brett tell me.
Well, I didn't.
It was just very relaxing.
Yeah.
I think we were all just. I mean, even our midwife was.
She just sat there and read her book.
It was a really nice atmosphere. I think I could have gone to sleep if I wasn't busy.
Yeah. So no, I think it was very. I didn't do as much as I possibly could have, but I didn't feel like I needed to do anything.
So you did what was needed.
Yeah, Harriet was doing so well that I didn't want to change anything. So just let her carry on, and I was sort of there if she needed me, and no, she didn't really.
We were lucky to have a fantastic midwife too, who understood what we wanted and knew when to stay back and when to offer a cold flannel.
Yeah, definitely.
So you can affirm there how important it is to have a midwife who's supportive of
Yeah.
Well, we were quite fortunate that it was the same midwife that we'd had all of our meetings with and everything.
That's
and she was the one that actually turned up on the day, so she knew exactly.
Well, she came for a regular appointment that we had booked with her.
Yeah.
She was meant to be coming at 10 o'clock that morning anyway, wasn't
Yeah.
she? And so she just turned up at her appointment.
Oh, and you were in labour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you didn't actually call your midwife then?
We did call her in the
we did.
morning, and she said, "Well, I'll just come along at 10 and see how you're getting on." And she came along and said, "Oh, you're 7 to 8 centimetres. Get in the pool." I said, "Yes, thank you."
That was very considerate of you, Hetty, to come on the day the midwife was coming anyway.
And on Saturday as well.
When you were home from work
Yeah.
and nobody had to go anywhere.
Yeah.
That was very considerate. Let's hope number 2 is it's just as considerate. So what worked particularly well for you on the day, do you think?
I think the main thing for me was doing all of the practicing leading up. That was so important because it did mean that there weren't any niggling doubts. I totally trusted my body and Hetty to be doing the right thing, and because of that, anything unexpected that happened or any, all of these new feelings that I was feeling, where I could accept them and
You knew they were meant to be.
Yeah, I was happy for whatever was going to happen, and I think that's what made the biggest difference for me.
Yeah.
It was that trust in my body and in Hetty that made it go so well.
So you were just saying one of the things that hypnobirthing really gives you is...
I think, it gives you confidence in yourself, in your intuition and in your beliefs in what you think a birth should be like and what you think you should be able to do, and it lets you. I think from the hypnobirthing classes, it gave us the confidence to stand up for ourselves and what we believe in, and have faith in ourselves to do what should be a natural, positive, wonderful thing in having a baby, and not to believe the scare stories, and to be able to say to the midwives that we don't really want that. When we were after our due date and we saw the doctor who said, "Right, I'll book you in for your induction," and we said, "Actually, no, you don't need to do that. We're just going to wait for our baby to come, thank you." And I think without doing the hypnobirthing, we wouldn't have known that we even could say that. Let alone having the confidence to do it, and that for us was a really important part of having Hetty.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, you had an added bonus with hypnobirthing, was that when you came for the free taster, you met Natalie and Will, who've become firm friends now,
They
haven't
have,
you?
and Natalie, as long as she's not working, is having Hetty she said that she's happy to come round and look after Hetty with us when number 2 arrives.
Yeah.
And I was her backup birth partner if Will was at work.
So that's great, because you've both got a backup birth partner now, haven't you, for number 2, and you had for number 1 as well.
Yeah.
Somebody who knows all the same tools and techniques and got the same philosophy.
Yeah.
So that's excellent as well, isn't it? Well done.